Hello there, you all. We're back to Dice Gotcha. I'm DeadFun.
I'm Isaiah.
Yuri here.
And I'm Cal. And we are here today to talk about indie animations again.
Oh
Yay!
boy! I can't wait to review more free animation. So yeah, I'll make sure to complain as much as possible, like some websites like to do.
Listen,
Don't worry,
everyone
don't worry,
thinks
don't worry.
they
I got
can
all my
make an
opinions off of
animated
Twitter.
show. Everyone thinks they can make an animated show now, and just some people can't. And it's fine, okay? It's fine.
I really want to be contrarian and discuss how some indie stuff does feel like slop, but it's so difficult in this economy because it it's I have to share my opinion with normal Twitter users, and that's like a fate worse than death. So yeah, today we're gonna have three different series covered. It'll be first is it was like Atlas of the Stars.
Yep.
That released 2 years back, give or take.
2
It
years.
released 2 years
see that.
ago?
Look it up. Look it up.
Oh my god.
Look it up in real time now. That was not a that was not a figure of speech. That was a
I
command.
saw it is 2 years ago, damn.
Good. Okay then. We have ANJAIL, which I think was like 4 months back. And then Paranormal, which released 2 months back.
Para not normal.
Para not
Okay.
normal.
Okay. Fun fact.
Yeah.
That released like it released like a day before our last video was recorded on pilots.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. That doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me.
The reason why I didn't bring it up is I thought that it was gonna release the day after.
But by the way, on that topic, I want to say in the beginning once more, these are each of these pilots, as much as we're gonna criticize some of them, they each have a metric fuck ton of work put into them, and they're also each a work in progress. So as an example, Para Not Normal is like getting its shit like crowdfunded. It's like released a comic book that you can buy.
A plushie of that
So-
Jersey Devil.
So yeah, if you can, and if you really like this animation, make sure you support it, so that way these creators can like continue to make it. We like creators. We don't auto hate them, I guess.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I hate every single one of us, including us.
True.
Like, I actually like the stuff that the creator of Paranormal does. He's kind of funny.
Clalagraphor first. Atlas first, baby. Let's go. Woohoo!
A final note. If you're all like curious, because I like to, I don't know. Yeah, the person who created Para Not Normal, they made the entire episode 2 of it into a comic, which they are selling at the moment to have it crowdfunded. So like, I think that's pretty cool.
Didn't you just
But,
say that? Like,
Well, maybe not. I think I said they were selling a comic. I don't think I specified like that. It
Yeah,
was
you
like the
didn't
second episode.
specify Isaiah.
I'm pretty sure he did.
He
No,
literally
he
did.
didn't.
We have
I'll go back
receipts,
and
don't
look.
worry.
Go back in the recording.
I
yeah,
don't feel like
so
it.
the first video that we're gonna pull up is gonna be Atlas of the Stars, like Yuri said. So who wants to do us a little gay ass recap?
Okay, the recap, because I
gay-ass
watched this.
show.
I watched it last night before I went to bed, and I was so devastated because I thought I had watched the long one, which is Para Not Normal. And then I
then
saw
you
it was 30 fucking
minutes.
minutes long, and I wanted to kill myself. Okay. Anyways, okay. Atlas of the Stars starts on this planet that we don't really know as we follow our protagonist as they are currently trying to escape from their planet by stealing a ship. As they go off, steal a ship, and go vroom vroom. As this is happening, we cut to this. I can't even remember what she looks like. But this suit lady. That's what she's gonna be referred to now. Suit lady. She
Yeah,
is a
they
furry.
are.
She is in fact a furry. As she's trying to find this.
Fate worse than death.
Hey, we have a whole series on that. Anyways.
What happened?
You good?
No, I'm sorry. The concept of furries being like a thing, it made me terminally ill. I'm gonna die by the end of this episode.
That's honestly valid. Okay, I should probably specify this. We don't give a fuck about furries, okay? You're not special. Anyways, we cut
Oh,
to...
and, by the way, like when he say we don't care about furries, that doesn't mean we hate you. We just don't care.
I was gonna say that was like it was a funny way to put it, but no. I
Well,
got your
that's why I
thing.
said they aren't special. They're not special.
Okay, but that sounds like you're gonna like go burn one of their houses down. Okay,
No,
We
that would
will.
like
imply that they are special. They're
no,
not special,
I've
so I don't
seen
give a fuck
content.
about them.
You're very aggressive about this.
I'm tired, okay? It's been a very long weekend. Anyways, assistant suit furry lady went off to find what we can assume is like the big honcho, can't find them, goes into the white room where Cecil is.
On play by play, what happened?
What?
Just summarize. Don't say the don't.
Fine. Fine. Okay, Isaiah, since you can do it so much better, you do it.
No, Dad told you to do it.
Well, he didn't. I volunteered, but
No,
okay.
he did. Dad told him to do it, so I'm right.
Jesus
Dad.
Christ.
Okay then. So, pretty much in this episode, what happened is that the person Atlas, Atlas of the Stars, decided to escape from this planet, and in doing
Oh.
so, they ended up in it seems like a different dimension, like a different spatial dimension. And they've ended up at a place called Quasaria.
That's a stupid fucking name.
I don't know, man. It's like sci-fi stuff. But and then from here, it's basically going to be like a conflict between the person who rules Quasaria and these like dudes who are just trying to like return back home, really. And then there's like some cosmic shenanigans happening where the person who rules Quasaria, dude's like, wait a minute, if my planet's dying, by the way, the planet's dying.
And it's the only planet in that universe.
Oh, by the way, yeah, just like very initial, like positive. The Quasaria lore is cool as fuck.
Oh yeah, it is.
That like it's like an empty universe except this one planet that they keep. But yeah, so they have to like feed on energy from different dimensions and like galaxies and like universes. And pretty much the reason they want to capture the main characters is that they want to know more, so they can like collect more and keep the planets up a lifetime. Yeah.
I did like when that was revealed and the assistant furry lady was like, so we can move everyone to that dimension that has planets. And he's like, no, we're going to use it to feed our own. And I'm like, oh, this dude's fucking crazy.
The assistant was like, so we're gonna relocate, and then like the main dude was like, I'm gonna beat you to death. I'm gonna say that suit person did like have that dude's privacy invaded way too much. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
They were told multiple times not to be in this room, and they still went in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
they
first
were.
I was giving the benefit of doubt, like, oh shit, well, it was a mistake, it's fine. And then when he said that, I was like, ooh, maybe
just-
you know what, fairies, maybe you are special. Maybe we gotta exterminate you.
If some person
Just
came
nuke
into my room like several times, but yeah, you were saying, Isaiah,
Well, I just said just nuke her.
true. But still, yeah, like, and pretty much, so first, getting into the positives, I guess. As said, I think the lore goes crazy. I think the lore is what bumps it from being like a 5 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10 to me. I'm very hooked on like the concept of like Quasaria.
Another thing I would say, it does look really beautiful. As another positive, it does look really nice, and I'm gonna be honest.
I think parts of it look really nice.
The
Yeah,
same person
I'll
also
agree with that.
also did the music.
Oh, I
Really
love the
fucking
music.
Good.
Oh yeah, the music was goated.
I
I
really like the synth that what is it? The synthetic like sci-fi vibe to it.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna be honest. Props to this person. Like honestly, if this was 2 years ago, really good. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it feels like I'm pulling up like the Stellaris soundtrack with all 20 viewers that we have who are totally gonna know that reference. But yeah, it has like a bunch. The soundtrack has some really good ambiance to it. It's like the wow 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 wow. Yeah, that sort of stuff.
Daddy, you should just do the soundtrack. Can you just like mouth the entire soundtrack for us right now?
Yeah, that sort of shit.
I'm so sorry, it just
Alright.
sounded like the Jeopardy music at the end.
Shut the fuck up. So yeah. And then I'm trying to think on
What's
the
Jeopardy? I only know Jeopardy.
yeah, true. Yeah, I like the lore, like the soundtrack. So hold
Are
on,
we
I'm
still
trying
on
to think if
positives
there's
or can I say my negatives?
well, I mean, you could just say like, what do you want? We're just yapping. I don't know. Hold on.
Understood. I'ma be real. I don't really fuck with the main character and like this fucking police officer she kidnapped. I don't like them.
First, okay, I feel like like all these YouTube thumbnails where it's like has-been hotels characters look fucking horrible, and it's like, by the way, these characters don't look horrible. It's not the exact point I'm getting at, but like on a design level, why the fuck does everyone have a tail? I think the
Because
tails in this make it look much worse.
it's the furries.
And for
It's an
first,
infection, okay?
What
It's
were
a
you saying,
disease.
Isaiah?
I was saying it's because of furries, like Cal. The Cal's saying it like he hates them, even though earlier he said he doesn't. He's contradicting himself.
I
Cal's in a
listen, they're
reason
not
hate them when
special
they
because I
die
hate
from this terminal
everyone.
illness.
Seriously, another thing I will say that so I fucked with the pilot, but I found it okay. It
Okay,
was
so like, well, hold on. I still have this like design point, and then I want to like dive back into like Cal's main. So like with the designs, I think like most of them look fine. I think they're a bit like I can excuse it because it's sci-fi and there could have been like a ton of different like species and stuff. But I will say it seems like most of them were just sort of like for very hard. And with like and I don't think the tails especially complemented the look. I think the tails were a bit too like I don't know how else to put it, thick in my opinion. I don't think they really did service to the main look. I think you could have like cut them off and it'll look like a bit more good. But past that, I think the design of the main two, I like. I think the main woman looks fine. I'm not sure if I'll have gone with like the red and yellow on the goggles, but I think it looks fine. I think the main dude, the police dude, I have no clue what's going on there with that design. They're
I'm gonna be
like,
real. I think he was my I liked his design a lot better than the girl's design.
really?
I think it was the hair. The hair like mesmerized me.
Here's my
like the
problem.
I
Oh,
like the girl a lot more than the guy's design, to be honest.
so here's my problem with how the dude looks. It feels like okay, so like we're in agreement that the dude's like positive, but a bit like not shy is the correct way to put it. What am I thinking? What sort of
A
like
fucking dweeb, a cuck. That's what he
yeah,
is.
dweeb cock. Yeah, dweeb correct. So like when I look at the dude, my problem is that like there's supposed to be like a dweeb cock. But they have like which like the face matches because it's like a thin sort of like spindly face that I could picture on this sort of person. But then you match the like spindly looking face with like this broad as fuck like frame with like this like flowing haircut. Which I just don't think really I think it like clashes too much with like the personality of the dude and not in like a purposeful way it feels like.
I don't I think it was fine in his design in the sense of I took it as like you have like this very like big brawny character who doesn't actually like act like a brute and is like very like skittish, very naive, stuff like that. Also, I'll be honest, maybe it's because I watched it at 12 in the morning after like a really long shift. I didn't notice the tails. I didn't
Oh dude,
notice the tails.
every person with a name in this pilot that wasn't like the chick had a tail.
I genuinely didn't notice anyone but the furry assistant had a tail.
But like I don't want to like stay on this topic, but like I agree with you that like I think it's like the lion from the Wizard of Oz, but it's like the face that it feels like doesn't match with the rest of the body. But that's just me. But yeah, getting to the characters themselves, I don't know. They're okay.
They're okay.
What was the point you were gonna make on that, Cal, initially? With like you didn't like the characters.
Oh, okay. So, the people in the dying dimension, right? I like them. They were fine. I think it's because we got like to flesh them out a little bit more, especially with seeing fucking psychopath like talk with what I assume is like his dead family, and like see that the assistant furry lady is kind of stupid. But with the main two characters, I think it just annoyed me, or not even annoyed me, just like kind of bored me because I feel like I've seen that dynamic a million and one times where it's like we have this like rebellious runaway with this rule following like skittish naive person and I'm like
Quirks up white boy.
I fucking hate that. I hate that saying so much. I'm
You know
so
it's true.
I hate that saying so much. Jet lag ruined that saying for me. It almost made me hate the season going into it because they said it within the first 10 minutes and made me hate the guest. Anyways, And I think the scene that really made me dislike this character type with these two was like towards the end of the episode where they have a fight and they're like, I'm gonna go on my own. I'm gonna go there. And I'm like, oh my fuck, we're doing this shit. We're doing this shit. And then like a minute later, they come back, it's nighttime, and they make it. And I was like, okay, so that was completely fucking pointless.
Okay, no.
So,
I
like,
will say this in their defense. Most series would have like shown like them going on their own. This series did not and went like, okay, fuck, okay, we actually have a problem. We have to work together.
it was like that one scene in Fate where when Shiro and Saber got to an argument, Shiro left and she just stayed there. He just came back like instantly.
I was gonna say,
But I don't like
I think that scene was more to the series' credit. I'm happy they didn't like draw out the conflict and have it be like a thing when it probably doesn't make sense in this like survival like setting.
I think it's the fact they walked away. I think I would have liked it better if they had argued, right? Like kind of just like turned away for a bit, calmed down, and then I think it's the fact they walked away. I can't explain it. I'm not saying it's a logical argument, but
I see like,
that
what you mean.
I can
specifically
see your
like
point, yeah.
made
It
me
felt like they
like
wasted
annoyed.
time.
Yes.
But,
Yeah. Okay.
like-
Yes. That's exactly it. It just felt very unnecessary the way they did it.
So like, here's my biggest problem with the main characters, and this sort of goes with like the entire cast. So this pilot has a problem where like characters will like narrate stuff that they're doing while they do it, and I was like, it was happening in the beginning, and I was like, it's like the introduction.
It's just
of
a character quirk.
Yeah, but then it just kept on happening, and every person was doing it. It was like it was like they pick up like a Coke to drink, and they're like, "It's Coke time. I'm drinking this Coke," and they'll like narrate it as they do it. And if maybe you didn't catch it because you were just like casually watching it your first time, but like to me, who like did pick up on it very fast, I was like, oh no, oh, no. And then like I kept on trying to like cope and make excuses with it because like they hopped into the ship and they kept on like narrating what happened on the ship. There was like this fucking, when the fucking like scene was happening where it was like the fucking border security.
Yeah,
were
that's
like-
the scene I was just about to say.
They were like, "Oh man, they're gonna look into my ship. What am I gonna do? Oh man, I guess I have to do this." And it's like, "Oh my god, you're an
I need to find a
animation."
way to get out of here. Or
Yeah,
like
dude,
the
it was
border. I think a better example is the border control person. As he was like doing his stuff, he was actively like going, "Okay, so I need to do this. I need to do
Yeah,
that."
like-
I God, there's like a movie or show that I watched, right? That did something similar and it annoyed me because it assumes that the audience, and I'm going to say this, stupid. I'm not saying that that's what the creator thinks about this, but when you do dialogue like that, you basically
It just
make
shows
it.
that like, you don't.
Sorry?
It's just that you don't think. It's just that you don't think that the audience is smart enough to like pick up on like basic
What's
things.
happening. Yeah. Where like
think a
you have to
more succinct-
explain everything.
I think a more succinct way to put it is that you don't have faith in your audience.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
think
like,
yeah.
yeah.
You don't have to. Most people, believe it or not, will be able to understand. Oh, she's not meant to be here. She needs to leave without saying it.
And here's the worst part. They came up with like, that one part in the episode where they talk with like the dead child and wife? That's like a good way to like do exposition because like how they spoke to the wife, I personally felt like, okay, I think this makes sense if you're like a dude in mourning.
Yeah.
I could see it. But then like the rest of it was like, oh man, oh no, we're gonna crash into that shit. And then, oh no. And it was like, it felt like the meanest way to put it would be that it occasionally felt like I was in a Dora the Explorer's episode. Okay, Isaiah, Flash, what did you think?
It was fine, I guess.
Based.
Getting onto my point. So when I watched this, I liked it, but it was I liked the art, the animation, and like the music, but I felt a little bit bored while watching it. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
This episode felt like a rough draft that they didn't like, that they put way too much like time into, so they couldn't like go back on it.
I felt
That's
a
how it felt.
little bit could have been cut.
It felt like I think like 5 minutes could have just been cut of like the character self-talking and like, okay, so here's my biggest structural problem with the show. So there's like two main plots that we have in this episode. One is
Yeah.
like getting to know the main chick, like they escape from the planet, that sort of shit. And then the second one is like the Quasaria stuff. My problem is that these do not feel like they connect well, and
Yeah.
I'm into one way more. I'm like
Yes.
when, when the Quasaria stuff is happening and it's on screen, it's like I lock in. and, and then when we come back to the pilot stuff, it feels like, okay, well, I mean, the story has to. And it's like, my biggest problem is that I think both are actually good premises. I think the beginning of this episode really gave me the vibe of like, and I think it's supposed to. It's supposed to be like, metaphorically, it's supposed to be a child running away from home. Like, child runs from home, steals like a vehicle, and then like wants to escape to a different life. I think that's like a good. I sort of wanted this series to be Space One Piece in the beginning. I wanted it to be like this person just wants to travel around, and that didn't happen.
It's like, I think I would. I think here's the thing. I fuck with the series. I think I fuck with that a little bit more because, like, I love the concept of just like exploring the galaxy, seeing the stars. I fuck with that a lot.
But then like the series is like, well, actually, no, we're not going to explore the stars. We're going to look into this one planet in this entire universe specifically. And who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just like a 2-episode plot. I really doubt it, but
Same. Who knows?
um,
Once again, we've only seen I'm not sure how long teaser of episode 2.
what did you say, Isaiah?
Is there an episode 2?
No,
No. I
there's a
checked.
teaser at least.
But yeah, I think like both of these stories are cool individually, but I don't think at the moment with just one episode it feels like they intersect that well. If it were me, I'll like choose a path and stick to it. I think you can just have the Quasaria stuff be like its own series. I think there's like a really good moral dilemma to it that doesn't need this run away from home stuff. Not with how it's currently presented.
But once again, I can't say much about that yet because like I want to see more of the series. I like every single series we've talked about. I want to see more of and see how it goes and where it goes.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
that's
real.
pretty-
Just send me the lore and I'm good. Like I'll
Send me the lore Wikipedia. I mean,
basically, and I'm good. Like I'm not saying I don't want to see more of it, but I don't have any real desire to.
I think like oh by the way, it was Quasonia, it was not Quasaria. So
They're
opinion,
equally as stupid names, so it's fine.
opinion immediately disregarded from this podcast. But
What?
yeah, what did you say?
You misspoke once, and I have to be executed.
Pretty much.
All
Don't worry,
right.
I'm gonna die from this terminal illness.
Was that for the episode then? No, I mean for that one. Pilot?
I'm good on Atlas.
Same. And then
Atlas,
the one,
you were okay.
Atlas 6 out of 10.
and then the one I fuck with the most.
Angel, yo, mythic pull
I'm not
actually.
even-
Okay, I have a question for Yuri.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're like the voice acting expert here. Was the main person the dude who voiced Hades?
I think so.
Because I'm gonna be real, it was really hard to watch it for the sole reason that all I was hearing was fucking Hades from the hit game Hades. But like the way it was structured is the exact way the dialogue in Hades is structured. So I was getting whiplash while watching it.
He Ward B. Actually no. I did Google this last night. No,
He isn't?
no, he's not.
Okay, well, if you're listening to this, the voice actor who did it, you sound like the person from Hades. Take that as a compliment. Damn, that's so weird. They had like the same exact like vocal. What the fuck am I thinking of?
Vocal range?
Incantations. I can't think of the actual
I know who you mean. They have the same like vocals.
cadence. They had the same
Yeah,
cadence.
yeah,
That's it.
that.
Anyways,
Yeah.
well, I was
love
wrong
this
there.
episode.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
like
my
my
first-
favorite out of the 3.
Actually, no. Speaking of that voice actor, I fucking love that voice a lot. It was really good.
This,
Can I throw this out?
Yeah, sure.
I think that like their random inclusion of like, okay, I should probably explain it. Okay, so what happens is this one dude, I forgot his name. He's a tomato and an elephant at the same time. He like died, and then he's like in purgatory because he's a tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not
And
an
so-
apple, they're not a potato.
And so, he's in purgatory. So now he has to like, well, he ate cake, by the way. That's very important. But
Also true.
he has to like watch over the archangel
You
person.
just call him Michael.
Okay, Michael.
Michelle.
and Michael's like he's like weird thing, and everybody's French.
Yes,
Yeah, dude.
I hated it.
I fucked with it.
Okay.
I
I
don't
fucked
like
it
French
hard.
people.
Why? What?
Have you ever been to France?
Okay, they're rage baiting.
France. Oh, okay, no, okay,
Yeah, no, don't give him attention. Don't give him attention.
No, but it did give me a headache, unironically, because I was tired and I had to read so many fucking subtitles.
Dyslexia L.
Yeah, it was, and they
it
were
was
talking
like
so
having
fast.
like okay, I expected okay when he said that when they passed the language barrier, I expected them to start speaking English.
Yeah,
The
say.
language of youth.
No, they just have subtitles.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. But yeah.
The
So
whole
first,
thing
just to
like
make sure. Oh, my bad.
I was saying the whole thing was really funny.
Yeah. Oh, that was. I love. Okay, so before like I hop into all the stuff I love, because I don't think I really have criticisms with this one. Just to like make sure, did you all play the ARG component to it?
Yes.
I was going
I did, yeah.
to, and then I was like, because I was going to, and they only give me one fucking option. I was like, I don't want to choose this option,
Yeah.
so then I just rage
You gotta
quit.
go on from there. Like it starts with scissors and then goes on.
Oh,
Because I would have chose rock.
I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't find the other ones. I only found scissors. That was it.
Well, it's like the first choice, and then you like. Yeah.
By the way, when you pick rock, Michael turns into a rock with doing the rock eyebrow thing.
Yeah, this is true. But
So I chose the
so, like,
worst timeline. Understood.
This is the best timeline.
The ARG component does add on some extra lore to it and basically give you the motivation of like what the series is gonna be. It adds on like I was initially like, oh man, 10-minute pilot episode, like easy, dude. The ARG component adds on like an extra 10 to 20 minutes.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Like that the whole rock paper scissors thing I stopped.
I
Was
did
like,
all.
yeah. So I just stopped.
I did all the options the entire way. I fully completed the ARG.
I didn't know it was that important. Had I known, I would have done it.
So basically, the add-on premise of the series is that Mikhail's gonna be executed in like a hundo cycles, and basically, you know, the main dude that we're with, they were supposed to be sent to hell, and Michael's the one person who knows this, so now it's become like a prisoner's dilemma where like you gotta help Michael escape from this execution to make sure that they don't snitch on you that you're supposed to be in hell and not purgatory.
You quoting stuff that they kind of relegated to that whole thing.
Yo, man, you just gotta do the ARG.
This is
Okay,
like
so
when
what I'm
you're trying
hearing
to-
is he isn't a tomato, he's a potato. My
Like,
illusion's
actually.
broken.
Like this is like when you have to like read like side materials to understand the show, bro.
They have like the ARG will also have you meet with a bunch of the cast. You meet with Commodus. You do a bunch of talking with I think it's
I
Leia.
wish it said in the episode, "Hey, this is really important." I thought it was a gimmick. I thought it was a gimmick. I thought it was like this
No,
stupid
man.
rock paper scissors thing, where it's gonna be like, oh, like a 20-second thing with like different reactions. I didn't know it was gonna fucking impact the entire story.
The ARG is like half the episode, dude.
What the fuck?
Okay. Well, I think the guy who jumped through the window was funny.
Oh yeah, even
Okay,
past
that's
that. I think the base 10-minute episode is good on its own. I actually think the
Oh, yeah.
ARG like elevates it.
yeah. Oh wait,
So,
speaking of being funny, I like how they use random sound effects. I'm not sure if I said that. I think I
I
did.
know it was really
it
fun.
was like, you know, the history of the entire world, I guess, video. It was like
No.
that.
I've heard of it, but I never watched it.
Well, it's like that, and like yeah, I really fuck with its like comedy.
I have
And,
to
like,
ask this.
when that-
So
Hmm.
I know it's using a kind of religion. What religion is it using, if I don't mind asking?
Yes.
I-
I took it as
Yeah,
it
it's
was
not
its own.
Yeah, like,
Okay,
it's not a
okay,
specific religion. Yeah.
okay. Only because
There's-
I don't know why. My brain was just like, oh shit, are they using Aztec?
At most,
I-
it'll be like sort of Christian because like heaven, hell, and then Michael.
Okay, only because I don't know why. I don't know why my brain thought, oh shit, Aztec.
Well, it's because
It had the kind of like style to it, if you know what I mean.
the series is excellent at like this is like the series with I think it's most styled out of like all the series that we've seen.
Oh fuck yeah, this had I love this so much. It was
It had
really-
uniqueness.
It was really good.
And
It
I
was
think that's
stylistic as fuck.
That's really important. Okay, so this is the issue, and I'm gonna get into this for our last show. But I think the issue I have with a lot of pilots that I can't see the justification of them existing. Where
Wow.
yeah, okay. Again, I'm gonna get into it in the last one. But the issue I have with some indie pilots, where it's kind of like, if I can find your like what you're trying to serve me at a million other places, then I don't see the reason why I like want to invest in it. Especially when it's gonna take so long to see an outcome,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
this
see the point you're
show
doing.
is very unique where I can't find something like this anywhere else. Like it's a one of a kind. Like the art style, the humor, the pacing. Like I was intrigued. I was like, you have given me something new. I want to invest my time and energy into you because I can't find something like this anywhere else. Like it justifies why it exists in the fact that it doesn't exist anywhere else. And I don't think something like this could exist on like a television or something. This is something that could only exist as a YouTube indie.
Spit your facts, King. This is true.
And not
Yeah.
wrong.
Release a visual novel of this. I will pay you money, person who
Yeah,
made
basically.
this.
I'm gonna
Like
be
if
honest.
they did the paranormal normal thing where it was like fundraise the next episode by buying episode 2, I would do
Yes,
it.
I will. Unironically, same.
Yes.
Unironically,
Give me
yes.
more ways to pay you.
I listen. This series reminds me of, remember in the Spider-Verse where we saw like Spider-Punk kind of like,
Yeah.
we've
Yeah,
seen like bits of Spider-Punk. It reminded me of that and how much I love that style, kind of not like that style, but you know what I mean.
This
I know
person
what
has
you
a
mean.
tutorial video on like the art style they have. They called it like hyperpop, I think. But yeah, they have like a tutorial video on how to like do stuff in that style.
That's pretty cool.
I was gonna say like okay, so now getting into the positives I have, because like this is all the Glaze Fest is now happening.
I thought
So
it had
like
been
first,
happening.
I did want to start with, I really like the design principle. It's like the design principle of Marvel Rivals, where you just make everyone hot. I love like I've seen very little of like some of the characters, even with the ARG part, but I like every one of them. I like if not because of how they act, because I actually think this pilot does break the mold of it feels like it doesn't feel like the normal, well, I guess sort of with the main dude and Michael, but I don't know. It feels like most of the episode you have spent with I think it was Thea.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
love
like
it.
the chick.
I fucked with her. I liked her a lot.
Yeah, I did. Same. It feels like
I
if
was
I was like,
saying,
yo, dude, if I was a middle school dude, I'd be like, I'd be crushing the shit on this person. But like, still, I was gonna say, which I think is okay. I think they're all like purgatory immortals. But yeah, with
listen,
that,
they're immortal. That doesn't matter that much.
Okay, well now we're getting to a different discussion there. But
Mm.
anyways.
But like, I was gonna say that I think all the characters, even with just the like the looks they have, because like you know that one bit where we see like the old dude with like the mime. I want to learn more with these two because they look they intrigue me because of like the design they have. And the characters we do have little bits and pieces of. I want to learn more of like the desk woman, Rani. I want to learn more of this like weird Commodus dude who like says we smell like fresh mints. I think yeah, I think like the design stuff they went into with this feels both, it feels like it came in with a purpose, but it also just looks really good. So like each character looks beautiful, excellent. I love them each. And then additionally like I think like maybe two jokes didn't hit in the episode, and I think with like how comedy heavy it will be, I think that's pretty good. The jokes were like pretty consistent in like getting to me. And that's like sort of rare with like a series like this. It just I find it like as funny as this. I like the little visual motifs that they do when they like switch where you're at. When it's like the little flag to the side will like scroll down and say like where you're at, like dining room, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That was very cool. I think we've discussed this a good amount, but the setting feels so like unique to itself. I know
know, right?
purgatory, uh, but like how they specifically did it, just feels like yeah, very cool. I also respect that this, because like I sort of gave you all like the general plot where like main dude has to like break Mikhail because if they don't, they're gonna be like ratted on. I think that's like a very good like self-contained plot that could be ended within like 5 episodes, 5 chapters, I
Yeah.
guess in this case. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like they're gonna have to rush it at like chapter 9 because they just like gave up. And yeah, it looks beautiful as hell. Like we've been saying this the entire time. I love this pilot. This is like I think this is my favorite out of like all the
All of
ones
them.
that we've seen up to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Same. I think this is the best one that I've seen out of this 3.
I
I do
would say
like
out of
this
all of
one.
them, like even the ones we've done previously.
yeah, same.
You
I mean,
know?
I wouldn't go. Okay.
Here comes a
Oh yeah, I
problem.
forgot. We got a Murder Drones
There's that
fanboy over
sailor.
here.
There's that magical one. I also fuck with too. There's that.
Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, the
magic girl
magic
one.
girl.
The magical girl
Magic
one.
girl
Yeah.
one is the best one.
That one's in top
Okay.
3, but it doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't penetrate my top spot, which now is Angel.
I think
Yeah.
yes, this is top 1. The magical girl is top 2.
I feel
I
like
yeah.
I feel like okay, I like this one, but I feel like people who like more artsy things like it more. I don't, which is why I like Magical Girl one more.
Yeah.
Like this would be from everything we've seen, 2. I'd put it in second place. Yeah, because everything else is kind of eh. Well, most of everything else is meh.
I think my
Yeah.
top 3 would be this show, Magical Girl, Knights of Guinevere. I think those would be my
You
top 3.
know, I
I
have
think
the same list.
mine will be like Angel at the top. I think like second is Gastric because I really like that. Very like stylistic like this one I feel. And then I think my third is like yeah, pretty please. I don't want to yeah. I think that's mine. So
Putting
yeah.
gas like
Yeah,
in
man.
front of Magical Girl
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That's my
Anyways,
opinion, man. That's my
is a
if
long
we have
opinion.
no more comments on this amazing show, we're
Besides,
going in.
please, I want to give you money. Take my fucking money.
Please monetize this.
Yes, but
Be
now we're
more
getting
readily
into the
available viewers.
show that I don't think should exist. Para
Okay,
not
then.
Okay.
normal.
They're not normal.
Okay.
Okay,
I
Flash. I just want to say, if Flash, if you like this show, I'm with you.
okay.
Okay.
I want to.
Wait.
Okay, okay.
I,
I'll wait. I'll wait.
Yeah.
don't like this for real. Like the creator, he's funny, but like the funniest joke in this whole thing, like of like Parent Not Normal, is from the trailer where they're like, "What are we? Some type of Parent Not Normals?"
Wait, that's kind of funny.
Wait a minute. So Isaiah Flash, you don't like this?
It's meh.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to step up to have it defended. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Okay.
be honest.
Yeah.
I kind of
It
fucked
feels
with it.
like, this whole thing feels like something you could see on Disney Channel for the most.
But I think to me that's like a compliment.
Like it just feels like generic.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
right.
his whole like the creator's whole thing is watching Disney Channel shows, and I feel like that really rubs off on
Oh.
Well, didn't he
Yeah.
work
this.
on Milo Murphy's Law?
No,
Yeah.
that's
No,
right.
Oh.
he doesn't work on anything. He watches things. That's his
Oh,
whole
okay.
thing.
Oh, okay. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay, hold on. I have to mention this before we like actually do the conversation. This video has a a 2160 mode, like you know the different like 180p, 720p, that sort of stuff. It is 2160.
That's
And I don't-
insane.
That's crazy.
I don't know how you do that, dude. What is it? What is the difference? What is the like substantial difference between like 1080 and like I guess 2160? Like,
Oh, that's right. I also mentioned one important thing with this series. You know, I'm so proud to see one of my friends in this series. Steve Sharp's cousins, guys. Give it up for Steve Sharp's
oh,
cousins.
dude. Okay, that's the one part I didn't like. Fuck Zorflak, dude. Fuck that bitch.
I did not like him. He
Yeah,
was
I'd
kind
say.
of
found
I
him
Okay.
liked
I
him. I
found him
liked
okay.
him.
No, wait, hold on.
like
What?
Okay.
like
Okay. I'm going to say my piece now. I'm going to start this out by saying I like this series. And I think that's why I don't think it deserves to exist. Okay. Because this gives me Gravity Falls vibe. And I love Gravity Falls. And I don't even mean that in like the paranormal type thing. This series gives me the vibes of like a Disney Channel or Cartoon Network show where the first like part of the show, like we're on one-off wacky adventures, right? We're learning different things. It doesn't feel like everything's connected. But then over time we start learning about the lore. Over time, little things start to connect. Fan theories begin, right? And then by like season 2, it all starts to come together and we have a cohesive story going on and an actual like end game boss. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this. But I don't think that's sustainable with a YouTube indie. Like I feel like the best case scenario is this show gets picked up by Cartoon Network or Disney Channel. I think that is the best case scenario for this. And you could make the argument that is the best case for any indie animation. But I think it's the only way this series specifically could survive or thrive. Because for something like Gravity Falls style to work, is that you have to have at least 2 seasons and there have to be like a decent amount of episodes. Like fucking Zeebzorb feels like a character that feels like a one-off. And then like somewhere in season 2, the main characters get sent to hell and we see him again and he's like a vital part of like the story now. And I think that's why this series makes me upset because there's potential, but it doesn't work in the indie format because it's not sustainable. You're not going to be able to make enough episodes to make this work. And then if it isn't going to be this elaborate, like lore heavy, like plot driven thing, then we get into the issue I have with Catching Friends or whatever it was, is that like, then what's the point of you being here, right? Like you don't have a story then, and you're doing one-off episodes, but then what's the end game? How many are we making? Like, yeah.
Okay, I totally disagree with that. I think my basic issue with catching up was not the fact it was episodic, but the fact I feel like it didn't set itself up well in like its pilot episode. I don't want to like reopen that entire can of worms, but like the difference to me here is that it feels like Para Not Normal sets up its premise very well, and you see that with like the episode 2 preview with the comic. Because like I actually fucking love the premise this show has, and I don't think it necessarily will have to have like a ton of episodes. I think Para Not Normal could have like 6 episodes and like finish and be fine. Specifically because its overall story is simply like the main girl. They want to make like a paranormal discovery that will like make them famous, away from home. Well, like the main dude wants to stop it because they want to have like an easy pass in this course. And I think a lesser series would have like that was my favorite part in the entire episode when in the finale they didn't make up and they're now going to continue to be like enemies. With the next episode we saw that like fucking the main dude's going to be like going to be in the TSA to like prevent them from like getting to meet with Amelia Earhart. And I think that's like a really
By the way,
yeah.
I have he's anti-quirk of white boy.
Yeah, dude. They're like
I know.
maybe that's the reason I like this series.
I also so here comes the
they're
thing.
worked down white boy. They're
Series,
worked-
a lot of the comedy you can tell this was like written by like a Gen Z person. What I mean is, am I not wrong to say that it felt like that?
It's gonna be really funny with like Gen X.
I'm gonna
He's
be
not.
fucking.
He's
I'm
a
gonna
darn
be,
orange.
I'm gonna be fucking honest. If it was Gen X, I'm like, okay, how the fuck did you do that then?
I was gonna say, I don't know. I think the comedy was like fine. I think the part that was funniest to me, I don't think it was intended, but when they have like the fantasy section, they're like before the surrogate children part, they said like they were like getting rewarded a medal by the president, and like I think it was like Donald Trump being the president.
That is
It
kind of
was
funny.
like, Wait, no.
It's funny. It's like I like how over the top it goes when he does the exorcism.
Yeah,
Like, I always think
Yeah,
I like how
same.
I like how for the most part it's like the show for like as much as it can be with the premise, it feels grounded and like calm and stuff. And I don't know where he's like in smiling friends.
Yeah, like I really like the exorcism bit. I was gonna say, by the way, credit to I think this is not the best, but maybe the most consistent animation. It feels I expected like when the intro bit ended, it to like dive back into like being an animatic, but like it just didn't, and it just kept up the same level the entire like 25-minute runtime, which like I guess like to Cal's point, it's not really sustainable, but like I think it's respectable that like they made a TV level episode.
I think it was funny and like when instead of walking like after
when they levitate.
kind of going across the screen, like it was
I think that was partially to cut corners. It was so fucking peak that I didn't care. Did they just fucking and then like the best part was like the football announcers were like talking while they did it. Like it was like a play-by-play commentary. That was peak. But yeah, I guess like I see the episodic format as being a good thing. It feels like in a more like narrative driven story. It'll like it may not because this is like the criticism Glitch Productions has like a ton because they make 9 episodes and then like they can't really tell like the story as much as they could. Whereas
more
in this
murder.
case, Whereas in this case, I partially heard what you said. Don't think I didn't know. But I was gonna say, yeah, in this series, I think I said it could like do just 6 episodes and be done, and I could be like content with that because really like the one resolution they have to have is like they make some massive paranormal discovery. Main dude has a character arc of like actually getting into the work, and that's it. That's all they need to do. Yeah.
I think it's funny that for the premise of the second episode, like he joins TSA when his whole goal that he doesn't want to do any work, so he decides to get a job.
I think it's hilarious. Yeah,
Well,
they put it.
that is the funny thing. Well, that was like the whole thing where it's like I'm gonna do one night of extensive
Yeah.
work, so I don't have to work ever again.
Cram the exorcism so they can like yeah.
He gets a job.
I
It's really
the dude's like actually like 1% IQ. They're like they have like a crazy learning level, but yeah, they don't apply themselves.
oh wait, speaking of speaking of mhm. So okay, the main character girl forgot her name. She mentioned something. She said that she's surprised that people like are still like I think it's she said scared of the supernatural.
No, no, no.
Oh yeah.
He was
I also take that
surprised
back.
of it, but then the teacher said, no. They're not surprised, but they're scared of it.
They don't have this
Yeah,
entire dumb explanation bit, and they just like yeah. What you were gonna say?
it just feels interesting that they just dropped that lore. That, like it's common knowledge that the supernatural exists.
I like
Like
that.
and,
Same.
and the fact that there's only 2 people in that class and one person just is there for like just to chill is insane. If the supernatural actually exists, people would be researching that. There'd be so many classes on that.
Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't pay to research it, as we've seen with like the teacher woman.
Yeah.
I also kind of liked the next episode previews of all that stuff. I found that like really funny. I don't know why
Same
I
here.
laughed. I laughed at the fucking New York Devil one or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm the New York Devil.
It did hype me up. Yeah. Okay, so you know how we said like Guinevere feels like it could be a show that was like aired on like Cartoon Network? This feels like a show that could be aired on like Disney XD. I
I
don't
was
think
just thinking the same fucking thing.
it's less Owl House. It's more what was Owl House Disney XD, and I'm like sweating.
No. Owl House was Disney.
Okay. Oh well. Okay.
Disney Channel. Disney Channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So Guinevere's like Disney Channel. This is Disney XD. This is less
Yeah,
Owl
no,
House. This is more
no.
Randy Cunningham, ninth grade ninja.
Yeah, same fucking thing. Like that's like fucking like Milo Murphy. Yeah.
Mm, mm. But I was gonna say like that Randy reference was very deep coded. But yeah, no. I like hella respect it. I think this is like yeah, I really like the pilot. I think I think it has like very apparent effort put into it, and I think Hal's concern isn't wrong. I think I'm normally the person to have these sorts of concerns, but like I think with indie animation in general, you just sort of have to have the expectation that episodes are going to take like 5 years a pop. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I
So I
mean,
don't know.
it's not wrong.
I know it's not wrong, but again, then it comes into my argument with like ANJAIL, where it's like give me something to actually want to like lock in for that amount of time, and I
Here's
just
the
don't
thing,
think this show
like,
did it for me.
I think with that, like they do have like other stuff, like one can like saying like, hey, support the series and all that jazz, look with like other like kind of like merch and all that jazz. I think that is not is a smart way to do it though.
I guess time will tell. Is
True.
like my sort of opinion. I think I don't know. I don't like on a factual basis. I don't think Cal is wrong, but I don't think that like I don't know. I think if you're looking at indie animation to try to have like a consistent series, I think you're sort of barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah.
Guys,
like
did you guys ever watch Kitchen Nightmares?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
I binged it. You know how like the last episode is them going back to like the restaurants and seeing how they're doing now and stuff like that. We gotta do that in like
That'll be the
2
penultimate
years.
episode of Dice Gotcha.
We gotta like look back upon all the animations and see where they're at that point and see what happened to them.
They'll each have 2 episodes at tops. Bet.
It's gonna be so funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on Para Not Normal.
Oh,
I
same.
really like it.
As much
I
as you
could
guys
see its
hated my goat, I loved Zeebzorb. He was funny, and I think my
No, he wasn't.
I'm happy they
he
were sent to
was.
hell. I'm happy
my
that's
fun
permanent damnation.
the funniest part of the episode for me was when Zeebzorb's in hell and he's just talking about it and he goes, "Hey Satan." That was
You
my favorite
you
part
do
of
like
the
minions.
episode.
This is like minions level shit.
That's how you actually thought that was funny. That says a lot about you.
No,
It
no, no, no,
wa-
no, 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 no. I'm gonna be honest. I can kind of agree with Cal. It was kind of
Jesus
funny.
Christ.
Oh,
it was
you two
funny.
are children.
We have to like
Well, maybe
contain
we're
these-
whimsical, okay? Maybe you need a little whimsy in your heart, Isaiah.
Okay,
Hey,
then
okay.
I'm gonna
Oh,
die from my
kill me.
terminal illness. Oh wait, hold up. Yo, there's some news, you all. Oh my God, there's a new pilot made by Glitch Productions. It's called Gameaverse, and it has controversy from day one. Speedrun. We're gonna.
No, oh, no, not even day one. Trailer one.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to discuss this in next episode because it's a current
What?
topic. Segue transition.